Welcome to another Kingscrusher Blitz Banter at Chess 24. Just waiting for my preview to confirm. Should do pretty shortly. Just to make sure, I'll just say hi all on chat. Okay, let's mute here and let's accept the first challenge. Okay, I'll play e4 and could try King's Gambit or Scotch game, a bit more solid in some respects. I'm checking this out a bit recently. I've discovered something about the way Kasparov was playing. It's slightly unusual actually. Discouraging d5, he puts his bishop on c4 in some lines. It's not this line. Okay, not sure what I'm getting. This line, that's interesting. Why didn't he just recapture? Is that the mission? I think I'll just... Wow, is that a pawn sack? Could be a good one. Knight g4. Castle takes. I've got bishop h7, winning the queen if the rook's here. I don't think knight g4. I can probably just castle. Well, did he just play a quick pre-move? I'm not sure about this gambit. Did he just play a quick pre-move? He could try and mate me on h2 with queen d6. We're not really going down this line with bishop h7, are we? No. Okay, so queen f3, and I'm on f7 though. Unless there's anything stronger. Oh. Well, I guess. Do I want to take that? I mean, bishop c4, bishop e6. Maybe I want to leave it so he can sort of help me double my rooks. f7. Bishop e6, he should be okay, unfortunately. My a2 pawn is suffering, actually. Give my king some yeah, now I'm going to be worse. That's unfortunate. I'm prepared to protect c4, play h5. This is very difficult. If I get a pawn's h6, this is looking ridiculously bad now. Get pawn to h6. That's not going to happen. Oh, I don't like this. g5 is going to take. So I want to fracture his pawns a tiny bit if I can. He's just going to gobble all my pawns, isn't he? It's not working out very well, to say the least. Is there rook h6? Am I still in with a fight here? I'm hoping rook h6. Is it just a misplaced rook? Could be just a misplaced rook. Yeah, not clever. Whatever's happened in this game, I don't understand. From the opening, did I fall into some sort of opening trap? He's got an outside passed A pawn over here. If I go for his H and A pawns, is there some hope? He's breaking me down. But this outside A pawn. He's not going to give me the pawn check, is he? He could play for rook h4 and a key pawn down, really. I don't know if I can hold that position. Maybe I was too quick to grab the pawn in the opening. It's too much play, maybe. Too quick to grab the pawn and see if I can hold this. There isn't. Is it d4 check here? Oh no! I've just blundered the rook. It's not pinned or anything. I've just blundered the rook. Oh, that wasn't a good start. Oh well, well played. Oh, that was a mega blunder as well. Okay. Yeah, I didn't seem to get anything after that. That was whoa, that was a tough start to this session today. Right, so hold the dark squares. H4, Queen C2. H3. Okay, is there Queen? Nope. I want to get some pressure somewhere. I have no idea. How do I get pressure here? Where can this go? Try and stop G4 then. Nope. Okay, I'm being attacked. It's official. Rook F1 to F2 might be useful. Defense. Not sure this was a brilliant idea. This looks pretty bad. Is that F4? Does that help? or king f2. Not sure. I think I'm just getting mated. Oh, I don't know. This looks bad. This looks really bad. Queen c, I don't know. Queen c5 looks good. Queen h4 looks dangerous. For this queen h2, actually. Yeah, I think I need to wake up. This is just queen h4 looks just totally end of game. Actually, queen h4 looks totally end of game. Can't see a defense. Because there's queen h2 and then g1, so I'm not sure there's any real defense to queen h4. How does he spot that? I mean, it's quite easy to spot, really. Is this winning as well? King f1 here. The knight's holding g1 just about. Queen e3 looks good, yeah. Knight, I'm just getting mated, yeah. This is not a good start to the session today. Oh dear, oh dear. Pretty tough customers today. Okay, yeah. Okay, I think I need to warm up. Yeah, I think I prefer a warm-up game or two just to see what my current status is. Okay, we got no game here. Oh, okay, I'll have to have bought this. Give it a few seconds. Oh no, we've got a game. I fried my brain too much. I played too much chess this week or something. But it was pretty tough, the first two guys, so I don't know. I have played a lot of chess this week for some reason. It's been a the over the board season might be playing a few over the board games as well. Right. Rook d1. I'll put the bishop here and then bishop h6. This. Okay, what happens if I do this? Does the queen go there? I'm wondering if I go back and threatening knight b6. It's a bit pedantic. Just testing, I suppose. Knight b6. I might just take here next. Queen d8. I'll take here. Trying to just, I think it's quite dangerous looking. Should be dangerous. So alright, knight, yeah, okay, knight is knight f6, knight f6. This might be, yeah, good, knight f6. Okay, I needed that. Thanks, Marcel. Thanks for that. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Phenomenon. So this is Nimzovich defense. I'm not a fan of knight f3. Spoils the fun. So we got a sort of weird Grunfeld blocked in c-pawn now, which isn't entirely desirable. If bishop d3, there's knight b4 here. It's queen a4. It's not a big deal, maybe. Is it? It's not a big deal unless I play b5 for bishop d3. That's sort of interesting. There's c6. Yeah, this is crazy land. Stop white castling. Is it worth a pawn? Okay, I can still do this now. So still can't castle because of bishop e2. There's also knight d5. Knight e5, knight d5, then bishop e5 after. Knight d5 now. Maybe I think I should probably take now. I take on beef. Ooh, blimey. Okay, I'll play c. I'm tempted to play c3. Probably I should. Probably, yeah. With the king there, yeah. Okay, so queen b6 and e5 look like things to do. Or I don't get if I get queen to actually g4 here. All right, that looks good for stopping e4 because then there's knight f4. Okay. E5 here. Threatening E4. The rooks look good. Right. He's knight f4, knight h3 at least. Try and weaken the king side here with knight h3. We're taking on f3. Oh, rook d2 would threaten rook f2. Knight d2 is the snag. Wow, queen f3 and rook d2. That threatens mate on f2. That's an interesting queen sack. Except this rook e2 doesn't work. Shame. Doesn't it? It shouldn't do. Okay, so something easier might be just knight g5 if takes rook d2, and then there's queen h1. I think knight g5 better. So takes rook d2, queen takes queen h1 is made. Yeah, that's a little tactic. All right, thanks for the game, Venom. Okay, Colin Cohn. Hi, Colin. Let's play g6. I'm a sort of player, I don't know, if I have a bad first, I need a good start. I've noticed some other players say that as well, that they sometimes need a good start. I think I do. I don't know, in the session it sort of gives me a little bit of, I find it hard to start with, yeah, strong. I don't know, I think that might be a weakness generally. I think when you're more positive, well, I find when I'm more positive, I've got more energy, enthusiasm to win, says, or do well in a tournament at the start. Yeah, I think it's good for me anyway. So anyway, knight d7. Okay, so takes. Okay, knight c7 and b5. Is the plan knight c7 and b5 here? This pawn might be weak. Alright, knight d5. I don't know, is this pawn weak or not? Is it? Might be. Alright, he's going to hold e6. He's going to hold e6. Then what? h6, knight f7. Is that a big deal necessarily? Might be, because there's bishop g6 after. So this could be a big deal just to play queen e2. Just queen e2. What about d5? Knight f7, queen e8. No real damage there, I hope. It's probably d5 or b5. Yeah, I think b5 for the same time fights for the center a little bit indirectly. Does it fight for the center? Okay, I'm hoping it fights for the center indirectly. There's bishop b7, that looks good anyway. That bishop across that diagonal. Nothing concrete, though. C4 check actually is now threatened to win the bishop. Bishop goes back. C4 check again. Bishop. Yeah. Can't go back because of C4 check. Bishop e3, c takes on the queen. So a4. Let's say a4. A4. Yeah. What about? Okay, knight g4 looks very good. Does it? Queen g4, queen b5. Yeah. So the threat is knight takes and bishop d4. Getting this light square bishop, I think, is cool. Queen h4, h6. I'll be on b2. Don't think I'm getting mated. Right. What's the threat? I can play queen takes b2. I can, but there's rook b1. There's rook a4 just to hold up any f5. By the same token, queen c4 to e4 might be good. Holding up f5 and on g2. So I think queen c4 might be, yeah. I'm on e6 here. In fact, in this position, without f5, I wonder about bishop d5. Just to take this guy off. Bishop d5, battery. Imagine rook c1, queen e4. Queen's okay there for a moment. Whoa. What's this? What's this? No. I'm threatening mate and the bishop now. Bishop c6, queen d6. Bishop d4, check, bishop f3. There's no rook h3 for a moment because queen g2. There's no problem at the moment with h7 anyway. There's no problem with b7. I think this looks. This looks difficult for white. I'm going to play this check and take on f3. This check here, I don't think it really does much. Okay. If I go back now. So probably just bishop c6 for a moment. Just kick the queen out of here, just in case. This f1 looks weak. Bishop b5 for rook a1, for rook f1. Yeah. Holding e8 for a moment, so I don't think this is a major. Oh, rook f6. Will I get perpetual? Would he get perpetual check? Okay, what if I just take here for a moment? Bishop's holding e8. I'm not too terrified of that just yet. King f7 just in case. Okay. Okay, thanks for the game, Colin. Okay, next. Anik Gorshkov. I'm playing knight f6 against anything. That's probably not a good idea. Let's think about the first move. Unless I really want to play the Alicorn defense. Against e4. Against d4, knight f6 is not so interesting. I could play an Alicorn defense just for fun. I have played it before. Okay, so let's see. This position looks a bit classic. Got some pressure on d4. I like castling queenside sometimes. Fishing pole's tempting. I'm not sure about that. What about just bishop h5? Oh, it's a bit airy around the king. Ooh, it's going to be airy around the king if he took here. Whoa. Oh. No. Surely not. No. King g2. Okay, king g2. I got to prove it. I got to prove there's some air around the king here. Whoa. I'm wondering if rook h3, bishop d8, rook g3 is mating. King h2, queen h3 is mate. So yeah, this looks dangerous. Rook h3, bishop takes, rook g3 check. King moves queen h3. Without further... Actually, there isn't queen h3. Oh, man. What am I talking about? Oh, crimpy. There's rook g4. Which is still dangerous. I hope. Rook g1, rook h4, queen h3 is still dangerous. But am I blowing the exchange? Am I blowing the exchange for nothing? No, I've just blown everything. I'm not looking at anything. Oh my god. Didn't see that at all. I've just blown everything. Oh, what have I done today? What have I done? What have I done? No. Oh man, I've totally completely cracked up. Well played. I've totally cracked up. Absolutely. I don't know what happened there. I don't know. Having a breakdown day today. Okay. Well played. Oh my god. I didn't need to do any of that. In fact, I needed to just play normally. You know, just. Okay. Calculation breakdown today. Right, f4, g5. Oh, Knight g6 and e4. Like this for knight e5. Or knight d3. I'll stop knight f4 for a moment. Probably knight d3. Or maybe queen e7 first. Knight d3 and then be able to take on... Oh, this is a 3-minute game anyway. This is a 3-minute game. Right, just realised it's a 3-minute game. Well, there's knight c4 here. I hope. I don't trust my calculations though. Yeah, I might as well take this and hold the f7 pawn. Put a knight on c5, or hang on, let's just take it on d5. Or not. I think so. Challenge this guy. Not yet. Knight d4 to f3. Get knight f3 in. Ah, helps me, unfortunately for my opponent. Thanks. Quick 3-minute game there. Azure missed. Hi there. Okay, so I'm ready to put my bishop on a7, d6 and bishop g4. d5? Maybe d5 is fun. This knight's going to be pinned, bishop g5. Knight coming into f4. Probably I want to unpin this and then play f5. Queen, nope, I don't want to blunder the knight. Knight f4 might be interesting. I think. Knight f4, maybe. Just about. Alright. Knight takes d3. Isn't that on? Knight takes d3. Right, so e4. Alright. Queen so knight f7 is threatened. What about queen here? I think any sack on e4, I might have bishop f2. If this knight is going to be undermined with some sort of sack. Knight f4 might be possible because queen takes, knight takes d3. Misty calculation. Opponent's nickname missed, is it? Alright, so knight takes and then e3. Not as misty as me today. I've got misty calculation today. I'm like in a fog. Okay, have I got e3? I'm hoping e3 is like good to break this connection. Aha, and what's next? There's queen g4. I'm hoping queen g4 is a move. So queen f4 is on the cards, I hope. So my queen, I'll move it out of the way just in case. So f4, knight e4, bishop f5, I hope. f4 and then knight e4, bishop f5 looks okay. Nice pin. So it's my rook e8. Torture that pin. Queen g6 is going to happen. Queen h7 maybe on knight h4. Knight f5. Maybe better g5. And queen h5, queen g6. The long way, because otherwise there's this knight h4. g5 is the long way. I don't think I'm weakening the diagonal significantly. Oh, that pin looks terrible. Well, I'm taking the rook here. Yeah. Okay, thanks for the game. So I missed. Okay. This is a good day for you guys to get my rating points, I think. This is a bunny day. I'm a bunny today. Okay, I must admit, I don't know, I think I've ever done it before this session. I'm hoping to wake up. I probably need to go and grab a coffee, yeah. Alright, we've had this before, haven't we, this discussion with my opponent. We've had this discussion before. Okay. Bunny is off for a moment. Yes, I remember we've had this discussion before. I'll take like this. Can I play c5 or not? What about just knight g4? Is that okay? I think I'm tempted for knight g4. Yeah. Knight f4, knight e3. So this dark square play, am I gonna get anything from it? You know, queen g5 would have been interesting to consider. Yeah, hopefully f6 isn't happening anytime soon, but queen g5 is kind of if he has to play g4, I don't know, if he has to play g4, maybe h5. All right. I'm waiting for my. I think I do need to play queen g5 just to. Haven't I just dropped that pawn? Yes, I did, didn't I? I just dropped that pawn. This is not going well today. I just dropped that pawn for nothing. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Yeah. My key pawn just dropped for nothing. And I'm nearly getting mated. Yeah, I have to. Oh my god. Yeah, I really blown this one. Hang on, there's bishop h3. It's not all bad. There's bishop h3. There's still queen g5. And the good news is that I'm not mated just yet. So h4 looks dangerous. If I played f5, is this too dangerous to play f5? Oh crikey. This looks as though it's creaking. This position is creaking. Nearly. Yeah. I think I want queen g5. Good news is I'm not mated yet. h4, queen g4. King h7, rook g8 might be starting to look okay. If I can get that in. take that, I guess. Oh, I didn't expect that. Queen d6 though, yes. Queen d6. Doesn't look too happy for me. But okay, h5. Yes, Queen d6. Oh, okay. Rook g6. All right. For some reason, it didn't take on g3. Can I play this? I've got a threat. Queen g3. Maybe Rook f6 to g6 next. All right, Rook f6. Don't have to lose d6 apparently. Might be threatening Queen f4 now for Rook g1. 2 rooks against the Queen might actually be respectable. You never know. You never know. If they coordinate without me losing everything. Now, they could coordinate with Rook g4, threatening naughty Rook h4. Okay. Maybe this one? Okay, I'm threatening another naughty now, Rook h1. Yeah. I need to wake up. I'm sorry guys. I'm sorry. I want to apologize to everyone. I didn't go to Cafe Nero today. You've really got a good chance to beat me today. Come and get the rating points. Come and get the rating points. They're just here to be taken. You know, I'm not impressed by my play. Yeah. It's not impressive. I think I need to zoom this browser actually to get a bigger board. I'll do that in preparation maybe next time. I need a bigger board, I think, as well. I'll use browser zoom just to make this. B6 is a little bit unusual. Do I think on D4? Okay, I don't think I should spend too long on this. This might be okay. I have to try and lift this. The blockade is going to be good. Knight d2 to e4. Holds f2 from a. So bishop g5 coming next. He's got a nice blockade on d5. Mind you, I haven't got the athletic queen's pawn. It's more aggressive in a way on e5. So maybe I get a knight on d6 the way this will play out. If I can take and then knight d6, not particularly doing anything of great significance on d6, but if it's not a tactical liability, it might be okay to do this. Knight f5 though questions that immediately. Say rook c1, takes, knight d5. That pawn's then weak. Maybe I should just double the pawns here and hope for the best. I could just double the pawns up quick to the 7th. And black loses grip on okay, this one. That loses that peg on d5 for the knight. Okay, oh, I thought g6 was going to be played. Okay, let's see what's happening here. The knight on e6 looks okay. I'll protect a2 then, I guess. Probably I need to make some air soon for my back row. Or I wonder about knight g5, just getting rid of that knight. And there's g6 against queen f6. Right, will he just take care now? Yep. Oh, f6 is possible with the pen. So f6, what do I do? Am I losing the pawn back immediately on f6? It's possible. I think I need air for the king and just trying to get down this 7th rank with queen d7. Maybe queen d7 immediately. Queen f6. I won't. Don't think I should necessarily panic about queen f6. f3, a4, queen d5 for queen e4. f3 sorts out my back row anyway if I play f3, although it doesn't look entirely convincing. Queen f6, f3, e4, queen d5. So f3. Oh, okay, my back row. I need to do something about this before I can do anything active. Oh, this looks nice to get a king here. Probably just fix these pawns for a moment. Oh, rook d6, rook e6. Okay, this is getting very interesting. Is black in Zugzwang? Nearly. I'd say this is dangerous for black, this position. I think there's opportunities of getting a rook like here to g5. Here, this position hits e5 and h5. Okay. Oh, no. No. Okay, thanks for the game. Thanks for the game. Okay. Conval. Hello. Let's try French defense. So on g4, knight h4, I want to play maybe bishop e7. Now what to do? Knight c2. I go crazy over here. We take on c5. Trying to destabilize the center. It's not just about some sort of weird hack attack. I'm playing for g friend, punch at this diagonal. The h file is interesting. Queen b6 could be dangerous if I can castle queenside and use the h file. He's got takes, and okay, there's a lot of possibilities. Well, he's letting me play this. That's interesting. I think, well, h4, okay, there's interesting things about this position. Probably I might just want to play knight d4. Knight takes, bishop b6. Or do I want to play queen b6? Or h2. h2 looks interesting for h4. Oof. It's all pretty interesting. Okay, I'll go with this one actually. Knight f5 takes, queen d5, bishop e6. Looks like I would have pressure there. Bishop e6 and rook d8. I know the pawn structure looks pretty untidy. Okay, I'll keep this one then. Oh, castle, queenside. It's protecting f2 at the moment, right? d4 here looks to be dangerous. a5, queen b5. Anytime there's bishop c4, yeah, this looks pretty logical to play d4. Bishop is a little bit awkward there, surely. Yeah, I'm just wondering, a5, queen b5, bishop e2, there's d3 there. Now, on a5, queen b5, okay, the problem is something like cd here, cd. Is that bishop c4? Possibly. Okay, I better just get out of here. Bishop c4, rook c1, then move the king. Well, it goes into e6 check. which might not be entirely clever. Maybe king d7 is better for queen d5. Queen d5 and king d7. Oh, cool. Blimey. Queen d5, there's bishop f3. Takes queen d5, f3. Ah, no. Some hard decisions. I gotta get my king to safety. So there's always bishop f3 for queen d5, unless I sack the exchange, but then there's f3. I'll need a rook here. If there's anything to be made of f3, I'll need a rook on the c file. Think about this again. This position. Bishop d5, bishop c6, queen d5 though, f3. Right, got to move this guy. Move over here for a moment. Take this pawn. If I threaten mate here. Bishop f3, queen f7. Queen f3, probably I take and then take on e8. Probably take on f7 here. Bishop to f8, it looks odd. These pieces are a bit loose. Okay. Doesn't look very clever. Hang on. There's the old G2 friends G2 form pawn thing. So takes, I'm on G2. I'm worried about B7. I need some defense on B7 in my back row. I don't really want to play a move like bishop f8, which doesn't do anything for my defense here. It doesn't help the back row. It doesn't help B7. This is probably a good move in the circumstance. Bishop d5. I got to defend and attack. Defend b7, hit G2. So bishop takes, queen takes. I got queen G2. That's a saving move for me. It looked grim before this. Right. Okay, this doesn't look entirely terrible. Yeah, I was on the brink. Thanks again there. On the brink, yeah. I think only the fawn pawn helped. The fawn pawn's one of my best tactical friends in a lot of games. Those fawn pawns are quite dangerous. Blimey. Okay. Playing King's Gambit. Lighten the mood. Romantic era mood. Oh dear. Whoa, really? I'm hoping to have a little bit of pressure here anyway. Knight c3 and something like, yeah, or do I keep the pressure on f4? What about just knight d4? Why don't I just play for bishop f4? Why do I want to fianchetto this bishop? I need to get my pawn back. My pawn, the king's gambit pawn. Bishop f4 is really going to play g5? Could do. Maybe g3 as bishop h3. It's not so clear cut. Bishop d7. I'll take this then. Unpin. Whoa, dark square bishop. I like my dark square bishop here. All of a sudden, I like the bishops. Looks pretty solid center. I think I'll be playing. Yeah, it looks pretty solid. Now the fun begins. c5, b4, c6. I'm not sure. That's pretty hard hitting structurally, it seems. What if I just whoa. Okay, yeah, that is a problem. Can I kick these knights? Maybe undermine this guy with h6. Because the bishops are looking... What? Was that a mouse tip? I didn't expect that one. I really didn't. Wasn't on the lookout for that one. Oh, blimey. I thought I was the only one making the huge mouse snips. Whatever. Oh, okay. Alright. I mean, there's like queening and stuff. Thanks for the game. Yeah, it seems to be a mouse step of some sort. Okay. Katsky. I'll try King's Gambit again. Knight b5. Whoa, knight b5, knight b5, alert. And I win this d6 pawn. That's often good news. Good news bears, I think. for me. Not so much my opponent. And now for my next trick, bishop h7. If taking, bishop h7. I just want to soften up the. Can I play a great gift here? Now, if e5, knight e6 might be interesting. This pawn's interesting in conjunction with this Greek gift, I think. It's got some key squares of interest. Queen h4 here. Oh, it's not doing anything in particular. I'll try for pressure on e6. Probably to stabilize the knight. f4, queen f4. No, not sure about this. Knight e6 is, I'm dropping the queen. Knight h7, I might be winning the rook because that's double check. In fact, I'll take it here. Just hold on. Why can't I just take? Well, there's knight e4, double check there. Okay, there's a few little options. There's two double check options. Knight e4 double check. For queen takes d8, or queen f4. Well, there's the knight h7 option. Double check. For queen f4, the problem with that is, I mean, you could just take my knight. Probably. Okay, I'll choose this one. I don't know. I'm not sure. It protects the rook, so I could take his rook without losing my rook. It has got that benefit. We're talking rook versus knight and bishop here. Potentially, if I take the rook, he takes the knight. He plays king g6. Queen takes rook. Pawn takes knight. And what's cooking there? In fact, why don't I just play queen takes? Because I've got this pin there. Knight takes, rook takes, pawn takes. Then almost rook c1, but there's knight. Is there rook? Whoa. Is there knight e2 there? That was almost a good idea. I think I have to go for this. This pin, yeah, I think. As long as I avoid knight e2 check. Okay, keep the pin here. Maybe there's knight. He's not going to play knight g6. Well, he might do. Alright, let's just check here for a moment. I mean, check this possibility. King f7. I mean, rook d8, king e7, then I might play rook h8, because I don't want to give knight g6 on the play. I mean, it seems to evict the pinner, basically, knight g6. Rook c1, there's knight e2. If I play g3, there's knight d3. I can try my luck with g3 for a moment. Right, this is what I wanted without knight e2. Just this pin to win c8. Oh, except it doesn't do anything. It turns out, great. g4, rook g7, h5. I might have a good shot with these pawns, these two pawns. I can threaten mate with rook g8. It was tricky. It was tricky for black there, I think. Thanks for the game, Kansky. Interesting one. Okay. Epindicon. The French defense last time was pretty exciting, so we get in that French defense mood again. For an aggressive, hyper-aggressive French defense. Let's have the same sort of ideas, maybe. Okay. Whoa, that looks unusual, actually. This looks a little bit on the slow side. I think I'm just breaking the center down quite quickly. Maybe I should play it like this on d4. In fact, this looks a little bit slow, this g3 plan. The bishop's often more menacing on this diagonal. Whoa, 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 whoa! What is this? What is this? This looks odd, to say the least. Takes bishop knight e5, takes knight d3, mating. That's what I'm seeing at the moment. Knight d4, queen d4, bishop e6, knight e5, bishop c8, knight d3, it's mating, king f1, queen f2. There's no sneaky checks. It looks like knight d4 might be playable. He's not really taking on e6, is he? Because knight e5 looks pretty strong. Say castles. Does this say castles? Knight f6. I'm holding my pawn for a moment. Queen. There's no queen a4 check anyway. I'm holding a4. The knight's kind of sort of pinned. Knight f6 seems pleasant. This seems super dangerous, this position. I guess I could have considered the check, but he's got queen e2. I think this is okay. In fact, he's got king e2. It's not mating. He doesn't go to f1. So knight d3. Get king e2. It still looks like a great position to have. On octopus knight on d3. I'll take here. There's no queen a4. The king can't be good there. This cannot be played. This cannot. I cannot believe this. Wow. Well, there's bishop c5. It looks crushing. Well, I suppose he could play queen e2 if I castle queen e5. Right. Well, here g6, queen e5, queen f2. Still looks pretty dangerous. Do I want to do that? Or do I just want to take on e5 actually? Maybe he's got a point. He's got a point. If I take on f2 after king h1, I think I'm the one in trouble. So for a quieter life, I think just taking king d7 or something. King d7. Let's think about this again. Queen f2, king h1. I could castle and this queen e6 is check. I think yes. So I haven't got anything from that sequence. I don't think I've punished him at all. It seems, unfortunately, I think it's got away with everything. Unfortunately. Although my position could be okay after rook c8, rook c2, or rook f8. I think it's okay. It's just not how I wanted it. It's not as great as I wanted. It's not. He's going to get a blockade on d4 now. Nope. Nope. This is going to be miserable if I'm not careful. I thought you'd play bishop e3 and get a blockade on d4. You know, if I took, then there's knight d4 to come. Here, there's at least rook e8 on bishop g7. I don't know the point of doubling there. I've got rook c2 coming. If rook e1, rook... Okay, I play this. And I've got rook c2 coming. Alright, he plays rook e2. Can I pin him? Bishop here takes rook e5 because that's he's got c1 covered. He's still going to get a blockade. I can win the exchange, can't I? Can I? Bishop c7's got knight c5 check. Hang on, this is scary. There's a lot of tactical stuff going on here. I'll go around. It looks in principle to be, you know, okay for mating nets to do this thing. But d5, I've just dropped d5, haven't I? Is my king getting into any safety or not? Stop knight f4. Stop any check in advance. Okay, can I do this? I suppose he's got knight f2, right? there's a check here. And try and put the bishop somewhere of interest. Why don't I just take on a2? I think time pressure's got the better of him. Just take on a2. This a pawn. Okay, h2. Well, he's not threatening mate just yet. No, he is. Yeah, trying to avoid being mated. Okay, thanks for the game. That was, I'm sure I could have punished. I have to look at that sometime. That opening sequence. I was a bit more optimistic than what happened after that opening. Yeah, I thought that was a bit odd, but anyway. Okay. I think, yeah, that was weird. I'll play for 97 without losing the pawn here, I think. Knight f6, king f8. Okay. Indeed. Okay. Yeah, get a chance for this now. Castle queenside. F4, bishop h3, castle queenside. Okay, he's got b4. Yeah, b4 is playing for that. Pre-move bishop takes. I think on knight takes. So I'm on c3. Hasn't got a chance yet to play bishop takes b7. Okay, take it here, c6. So here we go. Play castle on f4. He's going to break through on the queen side with b5. Castle this side, because I'm a chicken. And the castle this side. I can't guarantee anything after b5 if I castle queenside. I cannot see how my king would survive that necessarily. This bishop's great, puncturing that c6 square. So instead, maybe that rook g8 and f4. So rook g8, f4, that sort of thing. I'll take the a file first. If he plays b6, not sure I'm bothered. Bishop b8. I want to play f4, opening up this bishop. Probably. If d4, f5, d4 check, f5, I believe is probably okay. If takes here, I think I'll take here. If takes there, maybe e4. And if the bishop moves, well, okay. Knight f6 is threatened. If I take and then take on e3, f5 is protected at the moment. So e3, so we've got corresponding attacking squares on dark square, light square. So bishop takes, f takes. Oh, he could win the exchange. Well, I'll play this. Is he going to allow that position? Oh no, it's check. It's check. So what? Oh, whoa. That changes things then. Does it? Am I bothered about this exchange sack? I'm not sure I am. Take my exchange. Take my exchange. Go on. I like this pawn, this centre pawn. If he wasn't blocking my bishop with b6, this might even be might be good. He can play b6 after. He can win the exchange and have his cake and eat it. Oh, he's not though. Okay, if I play rook g5 here, I know there's probably things like h4 for rook f5. If I play rook f8 here, maybe the worst is over because it hasn't got that many seconds to win from here. The worst seems over from a practical point of view, at least. Oh, okay, so I'll shield. I think I'll shield f5. I can't take as a bishop e4. I can blockade though. Okay, thanks for the game there. Thanks for the game. Tricante. A lot of English openings nowadays. Can I play for a quick d5? Now, here, I'm thinking knight e6 to d4 or b6. I don't think there's a tactic on the diagonal because my knight's protecting the rook. So if that's the case, I can play like Botvinnik. I think he played sometimes this setup against the English with the quick d5. So rook b8, e5 trying to clamp down on d4. Although I've got a problem here with b4. I think I need to clamp down on b4 to make sure that loses its then clamp down on d4. I'm playing like Botvinnik here, trying to just iron grip the position. His style is like the iron logician, the iron grip man. and it was reflected in his opening repertoire. I think this is one of his like lines where he's like getting a grip on things, key squares, b4, d4, trying to stop any liberating breaks from the opponent. So whether that's d4 or b4, he's trying to like stop the liberation. So h6, f5, maybe knight, you know, knight e6, or okay, this is loose though. This is loose. Here it's kind of going into a potential pin, but I guess I'll risk it for a moment. If I can protect it with rook b8, then I'll carry on with the iron grip plan. So, hang on a sec. All right, I have to protect b6 now. Make sure nothing's falling off. There's knight d6. There's knight d6. Hold on. It's got knight d6. No. What is this? I think he had knight d6. Maybe I had knight c3. Maybe I have knight c3 against that. I did have. But knight d6 seems nasty. Maybe times the same was here. I'm not sure. Because it seems to be a tactical liability because of knight d6 hitting d5 and b7. Can I kick these knights out? They're getting to be really annoying now. He's got knight c5 now. Winning material. Yes, I've collapsed my position in 2 easy steps. Knight takes c5, bang. It's not entirely, you know, lost as in a piece down, but it's not what I was looking forward to. Knight c5, rook d8. No, okay. Can't play rook d8 here. Maybe just knight a5. Going to b3. Takes, seems okay. Opposite colour bishops. Away from the firing line. I've got queen c4 and rook c4. I wonder if CD and then, you know, rook c5, rook a4, rook c3. Probably CD. I think e4 offers bishop c3 if it wasn't for rook e4. Okay, rook c5. If okay, on d3. It looks as though this is getting a little bit of fun to be had for me. If I take on d3, this back row check, bishop f8, I'm not entirely sure how that would be mating for white or whatever. If it's not, I mean, c3 is next, or a3. In fact, maybe if I play rook c4, oh, rook b8. Yes, that is the case. Maybe I should unpin. It's a good safety point. This rook b8. And take with the bishop. I'm a pawn up. Play for bishop c5 and target f2. Classic opposite colour bishop situation where f2 might be vulnerable. And also f7 corresponding f7, f2. But how is he going to get a bishop to hit f7 here? I'm able to arrange this. I would have thought easier. I can also double rooks. Time pressure. Thanks for the game. Thanks for the game. Kramnik student. Hi there. Okay. Play King's Union. Classical, Benoni. Bayonet attack with b4, quick b4 for c5. The dreaded bayonet attack. Try and slow things down. Sometimes this doesn't work, sometimes it's interesting. If I take on e4, is that terrible? For knight f5, knight d4, I'm tempted. In fact, d5 might be weak if you're not careful. The point is to try and get a knight to d4, I think. Sometimes this odd plan is working okay. It's not a typical King's Indian plan. Bishop f5 for d3 coming soon. d3 is threatened. Queen e4, bishop f5 offers me d3. I think my pieces are pretty active and happy here. Alright. That looks a little bit strange. I wonder about bishop c2 and then d3. Bishop c2 hits the queen, and then I play d3 potentially. He's got queen g3. That might not happen. What about just b5? This bishop looks a little bit silly. We can c6 to play b5. But maybe a5 after is interesting. There's another crazy idea, bishop b1, just to take here, which hits d5. It's maybe decentralizing, centralizing maneuver. But then queen g3 again. Mind you, there's bishop e5 on queen g3. Okay, I think I'm sold on bishop b1 after this ridiculous elimination of possibilities for bishop e5 on queen g3. Queen g3 looks like the natural move, but the forcing move is like a cold shower, I hope. Because f4, there's bishop f4. If I'm actually taking here, I might be taking there. If the queen leaves the third rank, I might have d3 on the cards. So queen g4. I can't do this without losing g6. No, I think the whole point of the bishop c2, which maybe I should have played, was to drag down d3, which doesn't work against queen g4. So actually, I'm going to rethink this. On queen g4, I'm rethinking. Okay, none of that then. Okay, fine. That didn't pan out as expected. There's too many possibilities with this queen to factor in. Okay, he's letting me play d3 anyway. Why is he letting me play d3? Okay. D2 is now threatened. What does he do about D2? Alright, let's say rook D1. Okay, queen G5. Bishop E4, rook E8. Queen G5 we've always got possibilities, I think, with D2 or taking D2 or rook E8. So what's the score here if I just do this? This D2 looks menace. D2. Oh. Oh. Dropping D6. Does it matter? Isn't D2 any good? Rook E2 takes bishop C2. Does that work? It's got check. This one looks dangerous for rook E1 if he takes. There. And if I played bishop C2, maybe with the idea of rook F3, bishop takes D1. What does he do here? Okay, takes, king H8. I'm holding H6. It's not the end of the world. I hope. He's not immediately on a dark square. I hope. I think the worst is over. Back to base. Queen F6. I used to dread the bayonet attack, actually. Good choice in principle. Scary system. Yeah, fun one. Thanks. I'm back in the 2400 club at the moment. Yeah, I would have normally finished half an hour ago, but because you sort of keep beating me today, I have to extend this session. I'm just kidding. Am I kidding? Am I kidding? You're going to purposely line up ringers, aren't you, at the start of next week, just to beat the hell out of me. So I have to sort of try and defend my rating, yeah? I shouldn't have said that, should I? Oh dear, oh dear. Oh man. I say such stupid things. Please don't do that. Oh dear, oh dear. I need to warm up with some bunnies, as is well known. I need the good old bunny warm up. Yeah. If that doesn't happen, I play terribly at the start. Oh dear, oh dear. What is this with my d6 pawn anyway? Can I just say, it is called Banter Blitz, right? So some of what I'm saying is banter, right? Look it up. Banter definition. Okay, so I'm not to be taken seriously at all times, yeah? About the rating. I've got ratings everywhere. Online ratings are not as important as over the board, although they're nice to have. Yeah, definitely nice to have. Okay, so Queen H4. If I'm going into F4. So if he plays Queen F2, I'm going to take and then play Bishop takes B2. This has got a Sveshnikov feel to it. I remember playing the Sveshnikov, these knights on A3 and stuff. Can I not just take on F4? If I can get my bishop on E5, I'll be pointing at his king. He's got Rook C7. Oh, there's D5 there. If I want to hit the rook. Do I want to hit the rook? He hasn't got Rook C1. I'll just probably take. So I'll kick the rook like this. I don't think he's got Rook C1. 2 rooks for the queen here looks a very good proposition. If I just take on F1. Alright, I want to play just to get onto the dark squares and the rooks to get onto the back row. I think if I take B2, I'm weakening C3. I don't really want to take B2 just for taking a pawn. The point is to weaken C3. So he hasn't got a knight sitting comfortably on C3, just taunting me like a cat taunting dogs or something. So yeah, no, I don't want that knight sitting on C3. So Bishop D4 and Rook C8. So that blasts through the C file anyway. If he hasn't got a knight on C3, I'm blasting through the C file with Bishop D4. Is this resigning? Bit premature, I don't know. There's a bit of fight left there. Okay. No, I like to exhaust my challenges anyway. Yeah, so I'm going past schedule just to exhaust my challenges because there's great interest in crushing me. Apparently. I'm one of the more crushable guys on the site doing this Banter Blitz. Now, I'm not playing white. It's definitely not my move, right? He hasn't done the tick box, has he, for creating a new game? We had that a couple of weeks ago. When you challenge me, do the tick box, yeah? To create the new game? Don't know how long we're going to have to wait here. Okay. I think we're going to have to abort. Shall we abort this one? I'll raise that as a thing. Or you would have liked to see CM versus CM. So I abort. I think there's another challenge after this. which will be the last one. So I'll bought if he really wants to challenge again, I mean, he can. But otherwise, I think this will be the last challenge now, guys, and it's been fun. It's been. I'm going to get revenge next week. I'm going to make sure I'm fresh. I'm going to make sure there's loads of coffee available. I'm going to make sure there's loads of nuts are available. I'm going to be on high energy next week. Revenge is mine to be had. I'm just kidding around. Just kidding around. No. I haven't been having my bananas recently. I haven't had a banana for a while, actually. I think you should have... Apparently, there's some logic in having different coloured fruit of the rainbow, because they've all got different types of stuff. So, yeah, I haven't had bananas for a while. I remember some tournaments, GMs were having bananas. If it's good enough for GMs, yeah. Just 1 or 2 day maximum. I'm not talking like more than 2 to get the potassium from bananas. Deprive the B5 square. Yeah, it was at the South End tournament has, for example, a Grandmaster tournament alongside it. I remember quite a few of them eating bananas before games at the South End Grandmasters tournament. They're not sponsoring it. It was when it was sponsored, this Grandmaster tournament alongside the South End Open. Yeah, I think we're going to make this the last game because it's like 2:30. We're talking like more than 2 hours. I'm only really supposed to do it like for about an hour and a half max sort of thing, because optimal like YouTube attention span is actually less than 10 minutes for most videos. So doing a 2-hour video, but I wanted to get through most of the challenges today. So, but the usual schedule is like an hour and a half. So. But yeah, you guys crushed me as well, so I don't know, extra motivated to carry on the challenges. You challenged me in the beginning of the show, and the challenge is still on. Is it? Can you wait till next week? Can you wait till next week? I've actually got got to do a bit of coaching. I've actually got a coaching thing after this. I better go after this anyway. I'm afraid, because I'm already kind of late. I'm already late. All right. Do you want to vote one more game after this? Then I'll make that. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, what about Bishop D7? If this ends quickly, I could have another one. This might end quickly because of this pin, this nasty pin and win. All right. I'll consider it. This guy might resign, and we'll play. Don't worry about my poor coachy, waiting there. Going to learn all these amazing lessons on a personal level from Kingscrusher. Just make him wait, shall I? Instead, we'll do this 2.5-hour YouTube video, which no one's going to watch. All right, okay. But just to satisfy you premium guys, Okay, it was finished quickly. Thank you, Kenny. Emil, okay. Now, the reason I'm sticking with this before, I've actually started analysing it. I've actually started a detailed investigation of the Smith-Morrow gambit. Yes, yes, I have. I've actually got a Blitz opening repertoire book on an interesting site if you want to learn openings. I don't know if I should mention Chessable. I don't know if I should mention that. But yeah, there's a Kingscrusher Blitz repertoire book that I've researched and used with great success recently in online Blitz tournaments. Basically, and I did, as part of that was a detailed investigation revisiting Smith-Morrow lines, and actually I found some interesting insights about, you know, when to sort of try and encourage black to take on c3 in the knight f6 lines. And by doing this detailed official kind of roadmap, I really learnt a lot from my Smith-Morrow. I think it's more confident at the moment, my Smith-Morrow stuff. Okay, so knight e5 or bishop f4 or bishop f4. The knight's sitting okay there, holding d4. So I do wonder about bishop f4. This blockade is... How is this blockade here? Is it good with knight d5? So knight d5, bishop g3. So knight e5 and what? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Yes, this knight on d5 is a pretty looking blockade. Oh, a bit grovelly this actually. Got to say, what do I do? This is a bit on the grovelly side. Got me groveling. No, I would offer a take back. How the hell do you offer a take back on here? Is there a take back? Sorry. I could just ignore it. But you know, I got to go and do coaching. So I'm sorry. I gotta go. Thanks. I did play you, right? We did play. So yeah, thanks. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Hope you enjoy it, and see you next week. Remember, I go over and above you guys. I did an extra half hour, which I'm going to be told off for probably because, you know, gigantic videos, etc. All right, so yeah, see you next week. Have a good week. Good luck with your chess, and thanks very much. Comments, questions, likes, appreciate it. Thanks very much.